Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, hope we're all well, and in today's video we're going to be reviewing Game Week 3 from the Premier League season. I do apologise guys that I didn't do a preview video. I've had a lot of issues going on really at the minute, just in terms of what we're doing is we're buying a new house, so yeah, we've just begun the process of all that, and as you can imagine it's quite stressful. So yeah, that's the reason I couldn't do that, unfortunately. I've been trying to sort a load of stuff out, but yeah, we're back now, and yeah, we're doing a review of Game Week 3. Let's get into it. Right then guys, let's get into these fixtures then. So first up at 12:30 kick-off we had on the Saturday was Spurs against Wolves. As we can see here, Spurs won 1-0 in that game. For me, Wolves probably deserve something out of this game. First half they were phenomenal. We were unlucky not to be 1 or 2 up from my eyes really. It shows you there, they had 20 shots on goal against Tottenham away. It's really good showing from Wolves really. The second half they did fade off a bit. I think they might have been a bit tired, a bit leggy. But yeah, there was some good performances in there from Wolves. Mateus Nunes on debut looked really strong. A couple of other players, Neves looked comfortable. Guedes, pretty good debut as well. Yeah, 2 Wolves players there on debut really did impress me. Tottenham didn't really look themselves in the first half. They sort of grew back into it a bit in the second. The goal came from Harry Kane, and it was a pretty poor corner really. I think it was Son who whipped it in. Perisic flicked it up at the front post, sorry. And yeah, Kane was there, pretty unmarked at the back, and pretty unfortunate way for Wolves to concede. But yeah, they're pretty good showing from Wolves, to be honest. If they play like that first half in games in the future, they'll do really well this year. Tottenham, they got a bit disappointed with that first half, but they'll just be happy to get the result. You know, they want that top 4. And you've got to win games ugly, just get in that top 4, and they did so in this game. Next up, Crystal Palace against Aston Villa, and it's a poor defeat really for Steven Gerrard and Villa. They'll want to get results in games like this. You know, it's these two. They'll probably be there or thereabouts with each other in the Premier League this year, around that 10th, 11th, 9th mark. And yeah, Palace come out strong in this one really. Villa did set the lead early on through Watkins. But yeah, they didn't really have much going forward. Other than Watkins, yeah, they struggled really to create much, and like they had chances, but they just couldn't put them away really. Bit of a weird one because you know they've got a good team there. They've obviously Douglas Luiz is out now for the rest of the season. Not Douglas Luiz, Diego Carlos, I should say. Yeah, he's out for the rest of the season, but got a fairly good squad there, Villa. But yeah, Palace turned up in this game and put them to the sword really. Wilfred Zaha started the season on fire. You can't complain if you're a Palace fan. They've recovered well from the last 2 weeks, and yeah, put Villa to the sword there in that game. Good win for Palace. Next up we've got Everton taking on Forest at Goodison Park, and this again for me, poor result for Everton. We should be looking to get a result against Forest at home. Newly promoted side, still bedding in the players, and yeah, they created, as you can see, quite a lot of chances, but just couldn't protect them. Rondon played up top in this one for Everton, but again, poor execution up front. Gordon played out wide. It was Gray who got the goal. Rondon didn't get the goal. They ended up hooking him, I think, at one point. Where was it? Yeah, 57 minutes he lasted. Didn't even get the full game. So yeah, poor performance really from Everton. Should be trying to win games like this. Forest will be disappointed not to win really. You know, as you can see there's a bit of a ball over the top. Just caught them out at the back. But yeah, good result for Forest, and they'll want to keep building on that if they're going to stay up this year. Next up we've got Fulham, who took on Brentford at Craven Cottage, and there's a massive win again for Fulham. They're absolutely on fire. You know, I think everyone doubted them really, including myself to be honest, when they did come up. But they're showing that they might belong there this year. You never know. As you can see here, they did take a 2-0 lead, raced into a 2-0 lead. Bobby could have decked over Reed early on, about 45 seconds or so, opened the scoring. Palhinha made it 2. And Brentford, you know, they've been resilient this year so far, and they're showing they're going to be that kind of team. They dug their way back into it like they did against Leicester. But yeah, Fulham, they did get that winner in the end in the 90th minute. That man Mitrovic coming up with a goal. He's had a good opening to the start to the season. First game, as we know, we got 2 against Liverpool. the last game he was lucky not to get sent off, but he did have a penalty which unfortunately he did miss. But yeah, in this one he managed to get the winning goal, and Fulham will be delighted that he did. Next up, we've got Leicester, who took on Southampton at the King Power Stadium. As you can see here, James Maddison gave Leicester the lead. It was a pretty good free kick. I think the keeper probably should have done better. Probably disappointed to get beat at his near post, really. I think he was expecting the cross like the rest of us, but Maddison had other ideas. He took on a shot and it went in. But yeah, you don't score the shots that you don't take, or whatever the saying is. But yeah, Southampton, they battled their way back into this one. Shea Adams getting the 2 goals. Good result, really good result for Southampton. Can't complain with that. To win away at Leicester, massive for them, really. I think Leicester, they sort of need to do a bit of business now. I think they're going to be forced into it, really. As we can see here, T. Elements was on the bench, who's linked with a move away to Arsenal, as we know. Wesley Fofana didn't even take place on the bench, so that looks like a bit of an iffy one, really. I've just seen that they've had a bid rejected, Chelsea, for 70 million for Fofana, but to be honest, I think they're going to end up breaking and accepting a bid for him soon. And yeah, it'll be a shame to lose him, but you know, you need to get that money in and spend a bit of it for me if they want to get some results and try and fight up towards the top end of the league rather than the bottom. But yeah, really good result that for Southampton. They'll be wanting more of them if they're going to stay up this season. Next up at the Vitality, Bournemouth took on Arsenal. And yeah, Arsenal really strong again. You can't complain if you're an Arsenal fan at the moment. 2 goals inside 11 minutes, as we can see there from Ødegaard. He looked really strong throughout, man of the match performance, as we can see. And Saliba, oh my god, what a goal this was. From a centre half, you just don't expect to see a goal like that. A lovely little edge of the box looping shot over the goalkeeper. It's something you'd see De Bruyne or Messi do, but yeah, from a centre half was absolutely outrageous. Like I said, they'll be over the moon with that result. The top of the league after 3 games, and yeah, Arsenal fans are hoping it long may it continue for them. Bournemouth, again, another defeat for them, but you know, they're not going to expect to win these games against the likes of Arsenal and City, teams like that. But yeah, they've got to let the wins come back from this Bournemouth if they're going to stay up this year. Next up, Leeds took on Chelsea at Ellen Road, and as you can see here, probably one of the shocks of the week. Leeds come out with a 3-0 win. They've got their opening goal for a bit of fortune, really. Edouard Mendy was messing around with the ball in his box, and Brendan Aronson was there, pinched it off him, taps it into an empty net. Second goal, they'll be really disappointed how they conceded that. It was a set piece, a free kick. I think they believe they didn't deserve to concede the free kick, but yeah, you've got to switch on when marking, really, especially Rodrigo. He's not the biggest of blokes. Someone's just got to pick him up and beat him to the header. You know, he's only about, I don't even think he's pushing 6 foot, so how he's got in there behind defenders like Koulibaly and Silva is beyond me, really. And I think the heads went down for Chelsea. You know, they have a lot of the ball. As you see here, they didn't create much more chances than Leeds did. So yeah, a lot of the ball, but just did nothing with it, really. And I think they need a front man, Chelsea. I think that's where they're struggling at the moment. You can see here forwards, it's saying Havertz and Sterling. Neither of those are a striker for me. I think if they were to bring in a striker before the end of the window, I think they've been linked with Aubameyang. Maybe he is the answer, who knows. But yeah, I think they need to bring one in before the end of the window. Maybe someone like this guy, you know. You can sort of bring one in on the cheap. It doesn't have to be amazing, because that team's going to create you chances. But I think they need someone to get on the end of him. And yeah, that's where they're lacking, I think, Chelsea. But yeah, another disappointing defeat. Not another one. You know, disappointing result, should I say. They drew against Spurs last week, where they feel like they should have won. Defeating this one, so only one win out of the opening 3 for Thomas Tuchel's men. Leeds, they'll be buzzing with that, absolutely buzzing. You know, they probably a bit gutted they didn't get a result last week. I think it was Southampton pegged them back in the end. But yeah, they'll be over the moon with that result, and yeah, they'll be lucky to stay up this year with results like that. Next up at the London Stadium, West Ham took on Brighton, and as you can see here, another impressive win for Brighton. You know, it's 3 games now for Brighton. They've won 2 and just drew the 1. which was last week in a game that they probably should have won against Newcastle. So, Graham Potter will be over the moon, really. West Ham, they did create quite a bit in this, from what I remember. Yeah, they created a few chances. But yeah, Brighton just hung in there. Robert Sanchez made some decent saves. And yeah, they got the goals in the end. Trossard got a goal, and McAllister. What I will mention is Tilo Kehrer made his debut in this one for West Ham at centre half, and he gave away the penalty for McAllister to take the lead. And yeah, the West Ham have made a bit of a poor start, really. They have played City in there and Brighton, but they'll have wanted to get a point on the board by now, but they've not done so. So a lot of work to do there for David Moyes, but if anyone's going to get the best out of that side, I think he can do it, and I'd expect West Ham to turn it around pretty soon. But yeah, as I said with Brighton there, fantastic start to the season for them. They'll be looking to push on, and could they get within that 8? It's not out of the realms of possibility. They have got rid of Cucurella and Basuma, but they don't seem to affect them really. They're just building on what they've got, and they're sort of playing within the means really. And yeah, long may it continue. It's good to see in the Premier League. Next up, and what was probably the game of the week really, out of the lot. As we can see here, St James's Park, Newcastle 3, Manchester City 3. And I know it says Erling Haaland man of the match there, but I think that's absolutely poppycock. I think Alan St-Maximin has got to be getting that. He was absolutely brilliant in this game. I couldn't take my eyes off him. Every time he got the ball, he just kept running directly at City, causing them all kinds of issues. Kyle Walker didn't know what to do with him. He looked frightened every time I ran at him, and probably one of the poorer games I've seen Walker have, to be honest. And yeah, they really were impressive, Newcastle, in this one. They went behind early on. Gundogan got his goal, lovely ball in by Silva, and a composed finish from Gundogan. But yeah, they battled back into it, Newcastle, and they ended up getting a 3-1 lead. Goals from Almiron, Wilson, and that lovely free kick from Trippier we've got to mention. But City, they don't give in. They never give in. That's why they win titles, and why they've won titles in the last minutes of games and stuff like that. And they didn't give up in this one. I think they knew deep down Newcastle cannot press us for 90 minutes technically. And I think after sort of the hour mark, they did start to tire Newcastle in the legs. They made changes, but the personnel wasn't really there then to press City. And as we can see, they did battle way back into it. City. Haaland got himself a goal, and Bernardo Silva ended up getting the equaliser off an absolute pinpoint pass from De Bruyne. It was a lovely ball through, and yeah, City will be happy with a point there. Obviously, they want to win every game. City, their standards are set so high, but to go 3-1 behind away at Newcastle and get yourself back into it and get a draw, I think you've got to look at it as a point game really. And yeah, really good result. Newcastle will be pleased with that. The fans were buzzing at the end to get a point off City, which you will be. But yeah, City, you've got to look at that as a point gain, I think, rather than a point lost, because of the way Newcastle performed really. Final game of the game week then at Old Trafford. Manchester United beat Liverpool 2-1. And this is probably a result nobody's seen coming, including myself. I thought Liverpool were probably going to edge this game out. I did think it was going to be tight just because of the injuries Liverpool have got and stuff. But yeah, it wasn't a tight game really. United looked really strong, I'll be honest. Early doors, looked really good. And then they sort of did fizzle out a bit in the second half. I know the possession looks bad, but you're always going to have more ball out of Liverpool. United's midfield, although it is probably what's stronger on the night really, looking at the personnel. But Liverpool's defence, they keep the ball well, they interchange well with the midfield and the strikers. But they didn't create that much really. Creativity wise, no clear-cut chances. United for me had the better chances out of the teams, and that's why they got the win. Pretty clinical stuff. Sancho's goal was lovely. He sent, I think it was Milner, and then he sent Van Dijk. The keeper was all over the show and he tapped it away. Lovely little goal that. Rashford, a lovely ball through from Martial, sent him clean through, 2-0, bang. And then Salah got the consolation in the end. For me, they deserved to hang on, United. Liverpool weren't really at the races. Defence was quite poor in the end. But yeah, that midfield, they're lacking in personnel for me, and that's where they're struggling. Fabinho only came on after an hour, so he sort of provided them a bit of stability in there, but I don't think he's fully fit, or he would have started for me over Milner or Elliott, one of the two. But yeah, Liverpool, they have started slowly, but once they get these midfield personnel back in, the likes of Thiago and Fabinho back fully fit, they'll come good again, we know that. But yeah, it's no win after 3 games for Liverpool. We've got to look at that really and be like, is this going to be one of them seasons where like an unexpected happens? Are Arsenal going to be the one challenging City this year? Is it going to be the likes of United or Chelsea coming up there? We just don't know. But yeah, it could happen, but it's interesting to see early on Liverpool not getting a win out of their opening 3 games, absolutely. Right then guys, your Premier League table here, we'll go through it. So your top 5, you've got Arsenal, perfect record so far, 3 games, 3 wins. City there in 2nd place, Leeds, Spurs and Brighton fill up your top 5. Top 6, 6th Newcastle, 7th Fulham, Brentford in 8th, Palace, Forest, Southampton, Chelsea, Villa down to 13th there. We've got United in 14th, Bournemouth in 15th, and then we'll go with teams without a win so far. Liverpool, Everton, you wouldn't have thought they'd be there after 3 without a win. Wolves, Leicester and West Ham United. So yeah, there's some teams down there you just really wouldn't have thought they'd be down there after you've opening 3 games, but here we are. Bit of an unpredictable season maybe in what lies ahead. But yeah, that's everything. Right then guys, that's all we've got time for in today's video. Please let me know how your team got on this weekend, any good performances you thought were in there, any shocks. For me, a couple of shocks there. Newcastle getting the draw against City, Liverpool not getting the result at Old Trafford that everyone thought they were going to get. As always guys, please let me know down in the comments what you thought of the video, what you thought of the performances this weekend. As always, please drop a like if you've enjoyed it and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thanks for watching guys, stay safe, take care.